even if you're not open, if you're not accredited, you still want to start going to this Naccas website because you want to act as if it already is. Act as if it already is. Whatever you want in life, you want to set it in motion as if you already have it. And in 2023, we want to start speaking things in existence. The Bible says it's power in the tongue. Stop saying you broke. I'm overcoming a cash flow problem. Stop saying you fat. I have a six-pack. I don't care if you got a keg stomach. You got to start speaking life into yourself. And whatever somebody says to you that's negative, let it go in one ear and out the other. God gave you two ears, so the negativity can roll in this ear and out that ear. And we got to start dreaming big. You need to be telling yourself, I'm enjoying having a school. I mean, everybody tell yourself that. I'm enjoying having a school. I'm enjoying making millions of dollars. I'm enjoying having great health. I'm enjoying taking care of my family. Start speaking things into existence. So we're going to go ahead and share this Naccas website. So let's go to the Naccas website and we're going to get started. 2023, y'all going to have to cut off all the negative people too. Anybody that's negative, family members and friends, cut them off. All right, so now I put the URL in the chat. Now, if you look at this website, you can start to the left, okay? And that's home. And you want to kind of be nosy when you're looking at this site. And while you're looking at it, you want to start taking notes. Well, we got to start writing stuff down. Start taking notes. All right, so now, if we look at this site, if you see over here to the left, and that might be to y'all's right, I'm not for sure. See full Naccas calendar. If you click on that, it will tell you what Naccas has going on for this month. If we look at this, you see what's going on. We see Naccas is closed. You can look at all of these things and you can click on it. See how we clicked on that? So I'm gonna go back. Now, we can scroll down and not just this month, but you can go to February to see what's going on. Okay, March. So see what Naccas has going on. Now let's go back to the home to this left. If we scroll down, the workshop. Naccas usually has about 4 or 5 workshops per year. Every school owner, if you got close to 18 months of being in business as a school, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 months, you definitely need to be going to a workshop. You don't want to jump the gun. Some people go at 12 months. If you go after you've been over 12 months, guess what? That Naccas certificate from the workshop, it only lasts 6 months, the first one, because when you fill out the application, you have to have attended a Naccas workshop within the last 6 months. So if you go at 12 months that you've been open, guess what? At 18 months, you're going to have to go again. Well, what's the significance of that? Well, when you go to a workshop, you're going to have to pay for probably travel, hotel, flight, gas, car, Uber, food. You got to pay for the workshop. Now, if you got to do that again twice, think about that. 2 times, you wasted some money. So we want to save some money. Now, let's look at this workshop. Next workshop, when is it? March 12th through the 13th. Where is it located? It tells us. Everything is here. Now, you definitely want to attend the workshops and you want to register early. Why? The longer you wait, the more it's going to cost. The longer you wait, the more it's going to cost. And sometimes it will be a capacity you won't even be able to attend. The next one is June. The next one is September. So that's 4 workshops right there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, new schools. Everything on here is self-explanatory. And if y'all in the program, if it's something you don't understand, hey, you all can just send an email. All right. Now, you can submit your candidate application. That's your first application to Naccas. Once, if the state board approves you, whenever the state board approves you to be open, that's when the clock starts ticking. When they approve your facility to be open and they give you that license, when they approve the date that they approve you, if it's January the 1st and they approve you, you got documentation of that, the time starts ticking. It does not matter when you got your first student. When I opened my school, I didn't have students for months, but I still walked around that school and told God, thank you for these 100 students. And I had 0 in the physical, but I had 100, 200 in the spiritual. And that's another thing. Y'all got to start speaking in the spiritual realm. You got to start living in the spiritual realm. The physical is not real. See, if you do things based on what you see and how you feel, you're not going to reach the destination. So I was walking around that school thanking God for these students. But in the physical, I had 0. But it didn't matter. The time had already started ticking. So this is the Naccas workshop. Now, the next thing, if we click here, about us, you can click on all of these. It tells you everything over here. All right. Everything that's over here. Naccas now, you can click on that. You can see what's going on. Okay. Now, if we go back, public notices, you can click on that. Now, this right here, this just talks about schools that may have relinquished their accreditation for some strange reason. Schools that may be on probation, something might have happened or whatever. So that's what public notices are. Y'all can go through that. Now, events and webinars. Events calendar, we already talked about that. We go down, we talked about workshop schedule. Recorded webinars, there are a lot of recorded webinars. A lot of people, we have people in the program that are accredited and they've never watched any of these webinars. Well, that's okay, because with the team, we'll walk you through everything step by step. So, but I recommend that you watch some of them, listen to them or whatever. Now, accreditation, member login. When you get ready to open your school, this application right here, the candidate status, when you click on it, you have to create an account. Now, I'm not going to go through that. We have a video of that in the back office where I'm walking you step by step, where I recorded this step by step. So I won't go through that because y'all have a video of that. Now, this member login, this is where you're going to upload all of your documents, your ISS, pay for your fees. That's in the back office. Now, a lot of the documents that you need to submit to Naccas, sometimes they require bookmarks. 9 times out of 10, they want it in a PDF file. Adobe Acrobat, that's what Naccas recommends. And I have video trainings kind of showing you about putting bookmarks and all of those things in. So we're going to go back up. Now, over here, steps to becoming accredited. I'm not going to go through the steps because you already got video trainings. Now, this is very important. Let me go through this again. Go to accreditation, accredited school search. Whatever area you're in, you definitely want to do some little sneaking around, being a little nosy to see your competition, see what's going on. So we'll go with Washington, because I know we got 2 of our team members in Washington. So we'll click state Washington and we'll just say accredited right here. When we click search, it's going to tell us all the Naccas accredited schools in Washington. Look, we know there are 22. Okay. If we click on details, we can get a little bit more nosy and scroll down and look. It tells us their reference number, the name of the school, the address, they're accredited, how long they've been accredited, since 2008, the last anniversary. It tells us what programs they're approved for. It tells us their next renewal date. It gives us the contact name and their phone number. So everybody on here, whether you have a school or don't have a school, you should be looking at this. You should go in this Naccas portal and look at that. So we could choose any state. So on your spare time, go through that 22 schools in Washington. That's not a lot. Now, I want to share something with you all. One of the reasons why the school business is so lucrative when you become accredited it's not a lot of competition. There's only about 1,100 and something Naccas accredited schools in the whole United States. So what about the schools that's going through accreditation, but they're not accredited yet? Click on candidate, search, and look. So now what we'll do, we'll choose Washington again. All right, click on Washington, search. There are 3 schools going through accreditation. A lot of these schools are working with us. Matter of fact, 2 of them are working with us, going through accreditation. You can click on them. You can do a little bit more digging. Gabriella, and you can see what program she has. Now, let's go back. I want to show y'all something. Well, how many schools are going through candidate status right now to try to be accredited? Look, it's 142 schools right now that's working toward being accredited out of the whole United States. 142 schools going through the Naccas program to be accredited. That's not a lot. It's probably 1 million barbers, stylists, nail techs, or whatever. So you're in a lead by itself. Well, what about accredited schools? Let's click on that. Search. And let's take off the state. So now accredited schools. Look, 1,141 Naccas accredited schools. What that's telling you, there's no competition. There's room for a whole lot more. What that means is you don't have to be that smart. You don't have to have the skill set. I didn't have the skill set. No, I did not. Still don't have the skill set. You don't have to know how to cut that good, color that good. You don't have to know how to know aesthetics like Amber. You don't have to know the nails like Paris. You don't have to know how to do hair like Ayana. Y'all don't have to know that. You don't have to be an expert like Karen or Keith or Letissa. You don't have to be a platform celebrity stylist, a top person like LaJuan Dior. You don't have to be the best teacher in the world like Lisa Wilson. I've never taught. So you don't have to be the best teacher that has worked at schools and ran schools like Savina, and then she opened her own school. What this means is you could be like I was, below average, and still succeed and be a successful school owner and help a lot of students, make a lot of money, change lives. But in the beauty, barber, nail tech, aesthetics world, in the shop, you have to be good at what you do. Real good to make money. And you're going to work hard. But with the school, you don't have to be the best. I've shown y'all that. You've never seen a haircut or anything on my page because I'm no good at it. So there's only 1,141 Naccas accredited schools, so it's wide open. Now, it's going to take some time. A lot of people don't have patience. That's why I tell everybody, the number one thing that Miss Velma told me, start out small. See, some of y'all bite off too much. You bite off more than you can chew. You know, Crocodile Dundee said the key to success is bite off more than you can chew and chew like HELL. No, start out small. Do the bare minimum. Whatever the state board requires, do the bare minimum. Because you got, a family, you got your home bills. Now you're going to have your school bills. So now you're married to 2 people. You got to take care of both. So if you start out small, when you don't have a lot of students, when your clinic floor is not that busy, you're not tossing and turning at night. So that's something all of you want to think about. I know you look at Paul Mitchell, Kenneth Schuler, Empire, all of these big schools or Veda. Look, when you get accredited, your time will come. Just be patient. So now y'all seen that. You have seen that. Let's go down. I really want y'all to see that. This annual report information right here, I'm not going to go over that, but I have a whole training on the annual report That's about the graduation rates, the placement, and the licensure rates. But we're not going over that today, not tonight. I'm just going to touch on a few things. Let's see. Not going over the appeal process. Those are things y'all can read. A lot of the applications, all of the Naccas applications, they're right here. Yeah, it is kind of like a learning curve to fill all of these out, but that's why y'all have us, because we'll help you do this. So I'm not going to go through any of these applications, not doing that. But I will, it has a lot of, let's see, sample guidelines, schedule of fees. That's very important. A lot of people say, well, how much does it cost for the candidate application? $1,485. How much does it cost for the next thing, which is the annual sustaining fees? What is that? What is that? That's just to be a member of Naccas. Those are $1,772 a year, but they prorated. So it comes out to about $146 or $147 per month. So if you come in the middle, Naccas will split that in half. What are my next fees? Your candidate visit. That's your first visit. That's your friendly visit. They're not going to write you up and see you off or whatever, X you off. That's a friendly visit to come in your school and just tell you what you need to fix. It's a friendly visit. It's $2,425 for that visit. Now, your last visit, your final visit is $5,050, I believe. $5,400. They don't went up. See right here? So over the course of that probably 18 months, you're going to spend about maybe $11,000. Now, I know a lot of y'all say, well, darn, that's a lot of money. Let me tell y'all, when you become accredited and then you deal with the U.S. Department of Education and you get your OPE ID number and they can go online, students, and fill out the FAFSA, the Pell Grant for both award years is going to be about $10,550 for a 1,500-hour course. Student loans, students can get another $15,000, $16,000. So you're getting $25,000, $26,000 per student in a 1,500-hour course. And I have a video training. It's the only video training out there. A lot of school owners got mad at me. So many people send emails and DMs, school owners or whatever. I'm not going to go down that lane because we're not going to talk about negativity or whatever. Let that inspire you. The more DMs, emails they send me, the more information I'm putting out there. Yes, because a lot of them are not going to tell you how the financial aid works. They don't want you to know how much money they're making. I want you all to know how the financial aid works, how the money works, how much money they're making. Yeah, they wire that to the school owner's bank account. It's the school's money, the school owner's money. He pays the bills or whatever. So you need to know that. So this $11,000 going through accreditation, we got to get out of that poverty mindset. It's not about how much something costs. How much am I going to make? Think about that. How much am I going to make? Not how much something costs. How much am I going to make? I never forget Miss Velma, when I joined her program 25 years ago in 1998. Her program, the gold program, was $20,000 25 years ago. That's like $150,000 in today's money. Everybody said you're crazy. My family members, friends, everybody. But guess what? I wasn't concerned about what it cost. She let me do a payment plan. I was concerned about how much can I make? What is the potential? And when she told me, and not only when she told me, she showed me. Saw bank accounts. I saw her house, swimming pool, all of that. So you got to think about it. How much money can I potentially make? Think about it. So we're going to keep going. So I wanted you all to see this because a lot of people, oh, well, that's too much. That's a poverty mindset. How's it too much when the potential, and it's not about the money, the time and freedom that you're going to have. Think about that. Everybody always says, well, I know you're real busy. I'm not busy. I've been retired for probably 6 years, 6 or 7 years. I had a school for 20 years. live below my means, invested in real estate. I don't do nothing. I sit at home or travel, take care of my mom. The freedom that the school will bring. Now, opening your school, you're going to have to put in the work. Yeah, you're going to have to plant the seed. You're going to have to water it and put in the work. But the payoff, think about that. See, with the shop, there's no payoff. The payoff in the shop is pain. Yes, that's what the payoff is in the shop. All of those people that's in the shop that's not going to transition to the school, they're going to die behind the chair. And I get a lot of flack from that. I've been licensed since 1990, 33 years. Think about that. I've been licensed 33 years. And all of my friends are still working behind the chair, or they got a job somewhere. They're old, they're broke down. This hurts on them, that hurts on them, their hands, bodies broke down. They could have opened a school. A lot of them had more funding than I did, more money. All of them had more skill set. They could have joined Ms. Bellman's program. The only difference in them and me, hey, I went for it. Jump. What is the worst thing that can happen? Worst thing that can happen, you open a school, you don't succeed. Guess what? You right back to where you started at the bottom. I have nothing against the shop. If you want to work in the shop, that's great. But God has created some of you all to do bigger and better things. See, the shop, the salon, that salon suite or whatever was just the beginning, the starting point. See, some people's destination is your starting point. And there's nothing wrong with having a shop and doing that to the day that you die. But I'm talking to the Eagles, not the Ducks. I'm talking to the people that want more, that see more. That's who I'm talking to. But this beauty industry, it's a lot of money in it, and it's wide open. What if COVID comes again or something and they shut everything down? If you're an accredited school, guess what? You still can operate, you still can make money. The government's going to continue to pay you. Matter of fact, a lot of school owners, I'm not going to tell you this, accredited school owners, the government gave them a lot of money. The ones that were accredited, they gave them a lot of money, hundreds and thousands of dollars. Yes, they did. So we got to think about, well, what if that happens again? Are you going to be prepared? Will you be ready? So now, next thing we want to talk about, we'll go over the standards and policies. Naccas handbook. We'll click on this. 2023. Here's the new updated handbook, 2023. You want to click on that? You want to download it. We got people that are accredited, they've never looked at this book. Especially, and I'm not being prejudiced or biased, especially a lot of the men, the barber schools, a lot of them don't want to read. Now, some of them do, but the majority don't. And even if you don't, that's fine. That's what we're here for. So I wanted to go through this for you all so y'all can see this. Download that. I already have it downloaded to my computer, but each and every one of y'all can download that. If y'all in the program and you just don't want to download it, send an email to Millionaire Barber, Nisa or Summer or somebody, they'll forward it to you. So let's go back. Now, this is the Naccas website. As far as the ISS, going through that, a lot of the policies here, let's see. You can go down and read all of those. Now, make sure you study this website. Very important. I don't care if you're accredited, not accredited, if you don't have a school, it's not open. You want to put yourself in position and put it in motion and act as if it already is.